Hello guys, today I want to show you a quick example of an open source project, Firefly, with the idea that you can structure API controllers separately with other API related classes, not in a typical way. So typically, from what I've seen online, how people structure APIs. So in the app HTTP controllers, there's a folder API, and then there are API controllers. Then in app HTTP requests, there's an API subfolder with the API requests. So basically API subfolder is repeated in a few layers. So the purpose of the file is the first layer, so whether it's controller request or something, and then whether it's API or not. Now this project did it the other way around. If we go to app folder, we have API v1. It's not in app HTTP, it's one level above. So API v1 in itself, it has controllers, middlewares, and requests. So controller namespace. Of course, there are more subfolders here. Let's open any random controller. And the namespace is API v1 controllers, not app HTTP controllers API v1. So they separated everything related to the API into its own folder. And then in the routes API file, refer to the namespace exactly as API v1 controllers. So my overall message here is that you're not tied to one way to structure your folders and namespaces. You can be creative as long as it makes sense for you and your team. And this is the same message that I've been repeating inside of one of the latest courses, How to Structure Laravel Projects, that you are free to decide how to structure. It's your personal preference, your personal decision. So I liked the creativity of Firefly project to separate API in its own folder. What do you think? Have you done something similarly in your projects? Share in the comments below. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.